Welcome back to the edge of the indoor arena here for the Christie's Vaulting, the day one of the FEI Vaulting at the 2018 FEI World Equestrian Games. 8 of the teams have already come forward, and the leader at the moment are the reigning champions, Germany, on a score of 7.794. Netherlands in second place, 6.826, and Czech Republic in the bronze medal position at the moment was 6.486. We've got a long way to go. There's 4 days of competition, and now preparing themselves for the compulsory squad competition are our host team here, Team USA. The lunger Caroline Bland with Diva, and the 6 vaulters Christian Roberts, Hayley Smith, Audrey Kiernan, Emily Rose, Margaret Long and Daniel James.
Having Caroline as lunger at the helm of the team is amazing. She won here 8 years ago with the American team. It came down to a gripping battle between them and Team Germany, and they came away with the gold medal. So she knows how to keep it together and really anchor a team in the biggest of occasions. But just quickly to talk about that German compulsory set that we saw earlier, it really was testament to a team which has multiple previous medal winners over multiple classes, and they managed to hold their nerve and do a great performance and really set the tone, set the standard for the whole competition.
And the horse we've got here, Diva, he's also very experienced, and some of the vaulters here will know Diva very well.
Well, actually, Diva is from a German club, and the Americans used to fly over to Germany when the championships were in Europe and borrow Diva, and Caroline would lunge Diva, and at the end of last year they flew Diva across to America. They bought Diva from the German club, and now Diva is an American horse competing for them, and they say that they have a brilliant relationship, and it's amazing to see Diva on the US continent.
So the reigning champions Germany at the moment the head of the leaderboard here in the day one of the FEI Vaulting. Huge reception for Team USA.
Team USA.
This team is from the Pacific Coast. And they had to pick a tough competition to be the American team selected here. And what an amazing achievement to get to represent your country on home soil in the squad event. It's phenomenal.
Lunger Caroline Bland, Diva, the wonderful horse, and the 6 vaulters, Christian Roberts, Hayley Smith, Audrey Kiernan, Emily Rose, Margaret Long and Daniel James.
And there are vaulters in this team who have competed on the World Equestrian Games stage before, including Christian Roberts, who competed in the pas de deux class and individual class 4 years ago. And Daniel, who's in the team here, he's actually competing in all 3 classes and also the Nations Cup. He's doing individual, pas de deux, team, and obviously as his association with the team, he'll be taking part in that Nations Cup as well. And it's a huge challenge to compete so many different classes, but what a fantastic achievement to get selected in your home games for not 1, not 2, but 3 different competitions.
Very slight correction to the German score, just come up instead of 7.794, it is in fact 7.793. Correct score for the leaders Germany, 7.793.
And what you could see with the top 3 nations, with Germany, Austria and Switzerland, is that it could come down to the margins, could come down to the inches, and every 0.001 is important to challenge for that top gold medal.
First performance for the United States.
Beautiful mount there from
Christian Roberts.
Comes from a gymnastics background, we were talking about that earlier. And it does help with the physical aspect of the sport, especially when a lot of the compulsories stem from that handstand exercise. And whilst even if you don't have the most flexibility, leg flexibility in the mill, you can still get a good score from having good sitting position, good posture. Obviously the leg height is important for the base score, but it's not the be all and end all.
One thing, the handles and the loops that you have on the surcingle, are they identical on all surcingles, or are you allowed to make your own?
technically, a lot of the teams here will have different surcincles, different rollers that they prefer. There are FEI guidelines as to how high and how far away from the horse they can be to make sure it protects the horse's welfare. But you can have different handles, and a lot of the teams here will do. It's really a personal preference. For me and my sister, when we were picking handles, we wanted ones that we felt we could do the swing exercises good on, because it's so important, and you have to get your body over the handle, and it can make a real difference. But it really is personal preference, and they have gone for this handle here, which I think is one of Lasse Christensen's handles. He's from Denmark and with a wealth of experience lunging, and they have gone for his handles.
Now watching Hayley Smith.
Hayley will compete in the pas de deux class alongside Daniel. They have a really elegant pas de deux. She didn't quite manage to hit the handstand there. The pike came a bit early, but she has incredible flexibility. Audrey, who we see on the horse right now, she competed as part of the American team 4 years ago, as part of from the Woodside Club. They were an incredibly young team. They were actually all juniors at the time of that event, and it's great to see her here with the Pacific Coast team competing at WEG once again.
Former gymnast and rider of horses, Audrey, put the two together in this FEI discipline of vaulting.
Her sister Bridget also vaults and has won junior medals as well. But I mean, I think it's just fantastic, as we talked about earlier, how divas come from Germany. They obviously had such a great relationship, such an established relationship, and they decided to buy Diva, fly her over to the US and compete with her here at their home games.
And that's a better dismount from Audrey Kiernan.
Nice mount there. Good technical mount. Emily narrowly missed out on one of the individual slots here in Tryon, actually. She was the fourth American. It was really close between her and Tessa. But her form in the compulsories is really good, and that comes from a wealth of training on the barrel, a wealth of physical training to make sure that you can do a good controlled set on the horse.
Emily Rose just coming towards the middle end of her routine.
Wow, did you see the back height there in the backward scissors? It was really impressive, over the 90-degree angle which the judge is looking for.
Very confident standing.
Yes, and the good thing with Diva is as well, she has been able to maintain a constant rhythm, which the judge is looking for. There's no break in the rhythm, and also for the vaulter it's really nice to have that rhythmical movement, so you can find the timing for the swing exercises, exactly what Emily managed to do there.
Margaret Long, fifth of the sixth vaulters for the United States.
Again, they're executing a really tight set for America. Diva entirely at ease on this circle, and she has a wealth of experience competing on championship stages, taking Christian and his pas de deux at the World Equestrian Games 4 years ago. We saw the German team compete in new national catsuits here in Tryon, and the Americans are doing the same, these are new outfits. And it's all about just trying to get those extra little points from the judges. Trying to show off your very best line, and that's what the outfits try to achieve. And even with that swing off to the outside, we're trying to go through the handstand position. And for that, you have to take a lot of upper body over the handle.
And now, Daniel James, last of the six for the United States. Currently ranked 15th in the global rankings for male vaulting.
Daniel actually moved closer to this club in anticipation and preparation for the championship this year. And as we said, he's competing individual pas de deux team. Extremely busy here in Tryon. But what a fantastic event to get to compete in all the classes on offer here. Just stop that movement a little bit early in the first part of flag. Into the swing off.
And a perfect dismount from Daniel James, which completes the tests for the squad for the United States. Minute apiece. And the wonderful Diva. Great shot of Diva. Look at that, standing absolutely square. Carolyn Bland.
You saw there when the crowd cheered, Diva ran off a little bit, just excited by the whole occasion, and it was great to see that as well. Happy with the whole performance here in Tryon.
Current leader Germany, defending champion, 7.793 their score.
And I think they'll be very happy with that set. It was tight, controlled, performing to their best ability, jumping out the ground, hitting the landing.
And the 6 competitors for the United States: Christian Roberts, Hayley Smith, Audrey Kiernan, Emily Rose, Margaret Long, Daniel James.
We see there in the replays Christian as well, and talked about how you sometimes want your first vaulter to have a wealth of experience, and Christian definitely brings that to the team. And with that landing, you see that the pressure that it takes through the vaulter's legs, and we've talked about it again, the arena here in Tryon is amazing, and the footing is even better. And it's imperative to the vaulters for not getting injuries, but also to the horses as well. And once one vaulter's off the horse, the next vaulter grabs the handles and gets straight on, because as we talked about, you still have to get it within the 6-minute time limit. And these teams are all of a standard where that's not really an issue, but still you have to keep the momentum going.
Into second place, 7.349 for Team USA. So our hosts here in Tryon into second place. I just happened to catch an 8.5 from the judge at A for the wonderful Diva. 2 of the judges judging the horse, 6 of the judges judging the vaulters.
Yes, great scores across the board there, but you hit the nail on the head. The score in excess of 8 there for Diva is exceptional, and to compete at this level, to be really competitive, you have to have that really high scoring horse. And we talked about how the rhythm of Diva didn't really break throughout, had good impulsion, really confident on the circle, and that's why that score was awarded.
So Team USA go into second place behind the defending champions Germany, currently